I believe in giving people the option to say no. The reason I say that is because currently I am building an editorial platform or ecosystem called STYLISA FoundHers, where I interview the most incredible women who are building the most brilliant businesses who you don't necessarily get to hear about, but you really should. Hence the reason I'm building a platform. And one of the things that I always do when I reach out to women about being interviewed or getting involved in some way is I will always say to them, if it's not of interest or now is not the right time, please feel free to say no. It's absolutely fine. Now, I think that's really, really important because the reality of life is people aren't always going to want to do stuff and people don't always feel comfortable saying no. They feel a bit uncomfortable with it. They're a bit nervous about doing it, which I understand. But also, nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes me their time in terms of being interviewed for my platform. And I'm totally okay with that. When I was younger, I'll be honest, I used to take offense. Not much offense, but some level of offense if people said no or they ghosted or they didn't respond. It would really wind me up. And as I've gotten older over the years, it's like, you know what? I've learned to be okay with it. Not everybody's going to want to say yes to you. Not everybody will say yes to you. Sometimes people just don't want to get involved for whatever reasons. They might have stuff going on in their own lives that they need to focus on. And sometimes the harsh truth is some people are just not going to want to help you. They're not going to want to support you. And you know what? That's okay. But I firmly believe that you should give people the option to say no. And it's perfectly fine. You might not like it, you might not agree with it, but we have to be respectful of other people and their boundaries and their time and their areas of focus. And the reality is, what's important to me or important to you is not necessarily going to be important to anyone else. So yes, I believe in giving people the option to say no. What do you think?